What if you had an all-powerful, all-knowing, agentic video editor at the tip of your fingers? And I don't mean some AI plugin that will just edit the whole video for you. I'm talking about connecting the world's most intelligent agent with After Effects, which is a software that's been around for decades and has so many features that it normally takes years of practice, and still, even then, most editors do not use it to its full potential and do not know the capabilities that it has. Well, this connection is now possible. If you actually end up sitting through this entire video, you'll realize that this is not just some AI gimmick. Because we're going to let Claude Code write scripts that control After Effects directly, meaning it will replicate any animations you can imagine, fix any technical issues you face, turn very basic animations into styled, textured ones, keyframe hundreds of layers in seconds with perfect easing on each one, stack glows, colors, shadows, and color grades exactly where they belong, write any complicated expression that you can think of, build 3D camera moves with real parallax, and so much more. And so this connection will allow you to create animations just like the one you're seeing on screen right now. So by the end of the video, you're not only going to learn exactly how to set this up, but also all of the incredible use cases that this will unlock for you, so that you can be on the very cutting edge of agentic video editing. And we're going to start with a very simple use case just so that you can see a bit of what this can do. And then later I'll show you exactly how to set this up, which will only take a couple of minutes. So I already have After Effects connected to my Claude Code, and I'm just asking it to create a simple 10-second animation of a terminal UI. And as you can see, I'm basically specifying what it is I want as the outcome. I don't need to be technical. You don't even need to really be a video editor to do this, but if you are an editor, you have many advantages, which I'll jump into later. Okay, as we can see, Claude Code is saying it's going to build this directly in After Effects via ExtendScript. So this is why this approach is going to be a lot more powerful, because it is building scripts to actually control After Effects. So as you can see, we got a pop-up saying that Claude wants to have control for After Effects. So of course we need to allow this. And as you can see, we have our entire frame, or composition, sorry. So we have it all created basically at once. And the best part about this whole approach is that we have it inside of After Effects, meaning we have full control over every single layer, every single text. So even if you don't want to send another prompt to get this to generate, you can control everything yourself. Now, before I just show you the result that we got, I want to show you something else. So Claude is actually able to see what it generated. So I found that if it notices something broken inside of After Effects, something that just doesn't look right, it's going to adjust it a lot of the times. And also, unlike AI videos, the text here is extremely clear and legible because it is actually generating text previews inside of After Effects. But enough talking, let me quickly show you what it actually generated. So here we have the terminal coming in, then we have some text, very nice visual loading animation over here. And yeah, I mean, everything inside of After Effects. Now, this is already pretty cool. I mean, even like the little dotted lines here, the loading screen, the text, the icons on the left, all of this is animated, all of this is keyframed inside of After Effects. But this is the simplest use case I wanted to show you in this video because this is the first use case. And we're going to dive into the more complicated use cases later on in the video. But there's honestly so many little tips and tricks that I've discovered after playing around with this for dozens of hours that I want to show you, because it's not just like the one-shotting of animations. Trust me, there's so much that you actually need to see about this. But yeah, just to prove to you that this is actually inside of After Effects, because to me this is incredible. I can change all the text inside of here. It'll still be the same motion with, my new adjustments. And of course I can, change the color, change the text, whatever I want, or I can just go back to Claude and re-prompt Claude to do that for me. If I want to change this to a white theme, if I want to extend the composition length, if I want to add a transition, if I want to add some external asset, if I want to add whatever it is, I can just prompt Claude again. But look, let me show you how to actually set this up so that you can kind of build it alongside me. Now, by the way, if you are enjoying this video and you want to see more videos just like this in your For You page, then I'd encourage you to subscribe. It is a completely free way to show your support to the channel, and you'll get more educational videos just like this one in your For You page. So if you haven't already, make sure to just scroll down a little bit and just see if you are subscribed to the channel. And if you did, thank you very much. And so believe it or not, to actually do this connection, you need Claude Code, of course, or Codex. This works with Codex as well, but I actually found Claude Code to be better at writing After Effects scripts as opposed to Codex, especially Fable 5. And then what you need is just this setup prompt, which I prepared for you right here. You can get it completely for free down in the link below. I'm going to leave it in the setup section inside of the After Effects plus Claude Code section here inside of the free editing evolution. And what this prompt does is 3 different things. It tells Claude Code to control After Effects with code, and that with clicks. And so using code for your animations, if you don't know already, is very good, because Cdance 2.5 is a very good model, but it's a video model. And even though this Apple style motion graphic is extremely good, I mean, this was generated with a one shot as well, you can see. But you can see here the text is it's a bit funky, right? So even though this is a cool animation, the text is morphing out of place, and yeah, it's just not all the way there. And that's the difficult part with AI video models. But when Claude uses After Effects with code, it has so much more customizability and so much more control over everything it does. And it does this with a built-in scripting language called ExtendScript. So that's why we don't need any MCPs and we don't need any plugins for this approach. So we just basically need to allow access for Claude Code to write these scripts inside of After Effects, like you see me done earlier. Now, the prompt also specifies to use OSA script, which is a command that lets the terminal talk to Mac apps, and it gives it a way to know if it worked, because every script writes success or the error into a text file, and then Claude can read that file after each run. So this is why earlier when I said it can, see the actual output itself, it's not necessarily just about looking at the output, because it can actually understand the code and see whether or not the code is working or not, because it'll get a success or an error. Okay, that was just step one though, connecting Claude Code and sending some basic terminal UI prompt. If you've been around this space, you might already know that something like Remotion can already generate pretty good visuals, kind of like the one we just generated, the one with the terminal UI. So instead, what I'm going to try to do is create some sort of an Apple style motion graphic, kind of like the one I showed you that I posted on my Twitter recently, because first of all, you can actually make a lot of money with these motion graphics. People on Fiverr are charging over €600 for these motion graphics, which is roughly $750 for like a 2-minute video, and a lot of it can now be automated. Even if it doesn't get you the final result, if you're 80% of the way there, all you need is some super basic knowledge of After Effects, which you can also learn by talking to Claude Code back and forth and specifying what you like, what you don't like, and how you want it changed. And you can easily pay clients hundreds of dollars for these style videos, or just use them for your own channel or for your existing clients to save yourself a bunch of time. So in order to make our animation more powerful, I decided to start creating skills for every single type of animation that I can think of. Now, I only added 2 right now because I want to take my time with each single skill that I add in here. But we can see here I already finished the Apple style videos one. So when I click on this, you can see a reference video, and you can simply copy the install prompt, paste it to your Claude Code, and then you'll have this skill ready to go with reference images that you can also copy and give to Claude Code so that I can see and understand, okay, this is kind of how the image or final output should look. And for context, this skill is split into 3 different adapters. So number 1, we have Remotion, After Effects, and Generative Video. So it doesn't matter which one of these you actually want to create. It works for all 3 because it's an adapter, meaning it is just one skill, but depending on the use case you need it for, it is going to slightly tweak and customize the details inside of the skill so that it knows how to control each one. So just for context, this is inside of the Editing Evolution, which you can find on the editingevolution.com. You can just read about it if you're interested and just watch this video. And once you're inside, you can just open up Stylus, open up whichever skill that you want, copy the install prompt, and copy some of the reference images and give that to Claude Code. And so once you have the skill downloaded, what you can do is just invoke that skill by saying, use the Apple style video skill. So here I created a very short prompt, again, plain English prompt, and I attached some of the images of the Apple style that I want. And I'm going to simply send this off. Now, I also recommend you use medium on Fable because sometimes it takes quite a while to reason. Now, while that's generating, I want to show you something real quick. What I recommend all of you do, whether it's for your own clients, whether it's for your own channel, is to write a skill, or just get Claude Code to write a skill of everything that you find yourself repeating. So that if you want to make these videos with AI, the agent can always read this skill and find out exactly what it is you want. So this is just a general skill about the editing evolution that I always use, which includes a bunch of different things about what it is I offer, who is the target audience, and also something like Brand System MD, which has links to the website, visual guides, typography, and even logo assets. So that, as you can see, it just imported the SVG logo because it used the skill that I created for the editing evolution. So even though you can join the editing evolution and get some of the skills that I have created for you, I would still advise you to learn how to write your own skills. Okay, and as you can see, we have our motion graphic Apple style animation. So let's play it and let's check it out. So firstly, as you can see, some typing, clicks the dot, nice morph into the render. That color could be a bit cleaner, but okay, so overall this does look good, does look pretty clean. And as I said earlier, it's 80% of the way there. Some small tweaks I would make is probably this rectangle on the left here is a little bit too big. The drop shadow doesn't kind of fit with the rest of the theme, but this is a very nice mask. I always have trouble with the masks. I love this animation of like masking something after an object, and it done that very cleanly. But anyways, that's just one of the things that is a nice morph. The other thing that I'm focusing on is just the smooth transitions of all the shapes. So this prompt box over here very nicely morphs into this render box, because that's the whole point of the Apple style motion graphics, which is again what I specified in building this skill, is that the morphing needs to work. Whether it's the AI videos that you're making or Remotion animations or After Effects animations, this skill is mainly focused on the morph and the color aesthetics. But of course, there's way more stuff that we can explore inside of After Effects using Claude Code. But okay, let me show you some more use cases that you can actually use this for, because one-shot prompts like the ones I showed you, they're cool. You can experiment with them in many different ways, and I'm sure I'll make way more videos on this approach in the future. But one of the things that I've been using this for recently is just helping me out with simple stuff like fixing compositions. So here we can see that the project contains an expression error, and it contains 3 of these. Obviously this is a simple animation, but the shadow is not following the ball like it should. And if I was to fix this, the old approach would have been just talking to Claude Code, maybe asking how I would fix this, sending screenshots, asking it to generate the expression. But now that we have it connected inside of our After Effects composition, I can just simply say something like, this After Effects composition that I have is broken. There are expression expression errors, and then I describe what is happening with the ball and the shadow, and I just tell it to fix everything what's wrong with it. So again, super simple prompt, and given the fact that I just gave it the description that the shadow should follow the ball, it is going to go ahead and not only figure it out, but also apply the expression that was generated onto the correct layer in the timeline so that this gets fixed. Okay, so we have a pop-up error, which is quite common with doing these kind of approaches, and this is one of the only things that you actually need to do manually is give it permissions to do certain things. So here it's asking us to go to preferences, scripting and expressions, and just allow scripts. So I'm going to do that. So we need to go here, settings, scripting and expressions, and allow scripts to write files and access network, and then just click on OK. And as we can see, the script result channel works. And as you can see, it just fixed all 4 bugs in the bouncing ball composition. So if we go back here, we can play it. And yeah, the shadow is now following the ball accordingly, and there's no expression errors in our project. But obviously this isn't the greatest effect, so that's why in a second I'll show you exactly how you can actually replicate whatever effect that you find. But firstly, I really want to get it through that you shouldn't just try and use this for one-shot prompts and trying to get these cool final effects. Use this in your current day-to-day workflow. I'm really trying to advise you to actually become more of an agentic video editor so that you don't fall behind when these tools are inevitably just going to get so good that most editors will be obsolete. Okay, but now I want to show you how you can recreate any animation imaginable. So again, inside of the free editing evolution, you can click down here into the time saving skill. And when you click on this link, it's going to bring you to YouTube skills where you're going to be able to find all of my skills. But for now, we have the After Effects scripting. And if you click on this and copy this link, you can simply paste this link into Claude Code, tell it to install this skill globally on my Mac, and it's going to install the skill. Now, what does this skill now do? And I know I've shown you many skills already in this video, but they're just a good way to correct the actions of your agents. Or if you learn a lot of lessons in one Claude Code session, why just waste all of those tokens and all of that experience that the agent just went through? Instead, you should tell the agent to take the key lessons that it learned from whatever chat that you were in, extract them, create a bullet list, read that bullet list out loud, and then turn that bullet list into a skill, which is what I've done when I was testing After Effects connected to Claude Code. So this is basically the same thing that we done with the bridge, but it just optimizes a few things like the speed, like the looking at the errors, and just a few other lessons that were learned the painful way, which you can read in this diagram if you want. It's going to be in the YouTube skills as well, so that you understand what it is that you're actually downloading. So now when you want to invoke a skill, so whatever skill that you downloaded throughout this video, you can just simply tell Claude Code to use the specific skill. But anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach a reference video and tell it to analyze the video frame by frame and recreate its animation as closely as possible inside of After Effects. And for context, this is the video that I want to recreate, so it's just a nice ball animation with a white stroke following it that shows e-commerce, Shopify, dropshipping, massive growth in digital products, and then just some stats and kind of like a graph chart, right? Again, just a 10-second video looks pretty nice, but the point is that you can do this with anything. So if you were to simply screen share, whether it's on OBS, or if you click Shift Command 5 if you're on a Mac, you can bring up a recording panel so that then you can record a certain section, send it into Claude Code, and it's going to start analyzing that video. Okay, the animation is done. As you can see, it took one shot, and it honestly looks incredible. So let me play it to you right now. So we can see here we have the glowing orb or whatever. Weird camera movement, but yeah, the e-commerce, Shopify, dropshipping, and the style of this looks incredible. And this was just the first prompt. So the camera movement is the only thing that will need to be fixed here. And apart from that, maybe the icons slightly moved to the right. But apart from that, the background, the texture, the color glow, everything is so well positioned. And keep in mind, this was one prompt. Let me open the reference video just so that you can see kind of how this was made. So yeah, this is very good. So the e-commerce, Shopify, dropshipping, camera zooms out and it shows the whole textured box. So yeah, there's a few things missing, few things that need to be tweaked. But yeah, as you can see, there's many possibilities and many incredible use cases that you can use Claude Code inside of After Effects for. If you want to be an agentic video editor and you like the stuff that I'm teaching you in my free YouTube videos, then I have a lot more to offer inside of the editing evolution, which you'll find the first link below in the video, which is basically showcasing not only how to edit like a video editor, but I also give you all of my personal skills, all of the lessons I'm learning throughout this whole experience, and some of the custom built softwares that I use myself that you can only find inside of the editing evolution. We're going to be raising prices soon, so if you do want to lock in the best price that is ever going to be at, then I highly suggest you join. So if you are interested, I highly encourage you to just click the first link below the video, which will bring you to this landing page where you can watch this video that explains more about what the editing evolution actually is and what it is that I offer.